I'm so delighted to be here today to co-host this reception with my good colleague Sean Chen, who is the member from
Scarborough North.
Excellent. And then I know that we also have another member who's making her way up here. You know, for members of parliament, you must know that we don't hardly ever get a break. And so sometimes at these moments, perhaps it's our first opportunity to get a bite to eat or to get a drink. And so I want to also recognize my other co-host, Elizabeth May, the Green Party leader, and the member from
Sandwich Gulf Islands.
Excellent. So I won't speak too long because you guys have heard me go on and on today, but I do want to first say thank you to all of you for being here today. We have community members and leaders from across the country. This is truly an initiative that captured the hearts and minds of Canadians from coast to coast to coast. We have people from Vancouver, from the Lower Mainland, from Richmond, from Burnaby, all the way to Edmonton, to Calgary, to Toronto, to Montreal, to Halifax. And so really, you know, people really travel far and far on their own time and on their own expenses to be here. Amongst the crowd, we have so many people who put so much effort into this. This began last year for me in moving in the House of Commons the question with the minister, with the government, about declaring December 13th every year as Nanjing Massacre Commemorative Day. At that time, Minister Jolly responded to say that she would like to work with me on that. So it's been a year's effort accumulating to today. Across the country, people gather petitions, and I don't want to underestimate the effort there. People really all over the place took the petition, went onto doorsteps to get people to sign the petition, went to supermarkets, went to the park, went everywhere. Seniors as old as 80 years old took the petition out and brought back to my office to say that they collected dozens of names. And it's just incredibly heartwarming to have seen this coming together. And it was the multicultural community who came together. It wasn't just the Chinese community, but rather it was the multicultural community with Japanese Canadians, with Filipino Canadians, Korean Canadians. I can name them all, but you understand what I mean. And of course, people of Caucasian descent as well joined in with this initiative. So I'm just so honored and privileged to see our community coming together like that. Now, I'm going to hand the mic over to my co-sponsors of this reception to say a few words. But before I do that, I do want to acknowledge several people here today. First, the electeds and the senators. If I could just get you to sort of wave so that we can see who you are. I see that Senator Wu Pao is here. I see Ann Quash is here. I see Gang Tan standing at the back. Tim Donnelly was here earlier. Jean, yes, she's now sat down and I loved her. And Jean is here. And I know that there are other MPs who may be popping by later. There's an emergency debate that's just called in the House as well. And so people are being torn all over the place. So I want to acknowledge all the electeds and the senators that are here. As well, I just want to take a moment and say thank you to my team. Today was quite the undertaking. Getting everybody into the House of Commons, into the gallery was very stressful for us because we almost couldn't do it. And there was the Sergeant-at-Arms who were particularly giving us a lot of stress. So I want to acknowledge my staff team that are here. I see Gabriel Yu from Vancouver. Rebecca, but I'm not sure. Oh, she's standing right at the back. Yay! Not here because he's preparing something else for me as I have to go back to the House for a further speech later on tonight. So to my staff team, a huge thank you. I could not have done this work without you each and every single day. So with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to Sean to say a few words, and then we will go to Elizabeth, and then of course the mainstay, that's why we're here today, to hear from Joy Kogawa. As my colleagues have said, this is really meant to be a nonpartisan event. The Green Party, the Bloc, has supported this, the NDP. We were very close to Conservatives, as I understand. While some of the members of Parliament may not support it personally, they weren't going to oppose it either in today's motion. And so from what I understand, there was a Liberal member who first opposed it, and then there was a cascade of a few others that joined in afterwards. But that said, we have allies within the Liberal Party, of course, and they're amongst us today, and we will try again. We will try again until we get it. So not to be discouraged, and the effort is there, and I want to acknowledge a few of the family members. There are some family members who share their stories here today. It's particularly moving. I know Jerry did today at a press conference standing there. I know that there are others. I won't point people out unless if you're comfortable in pointing yourselves out, but I do want to acknowledge the family members as well for their journey. So with that, the main reason why we're here really is to hear from Joy Kogawa, who really needs no introduction. She has been an anchor in so many ways in our community, so inspiring, with so much leadership for all of us. I remember when I was a young kid, when I picked up her book and where she suffered as a young girl and who was interned here in Canada, in Vancouver, in fact, where she lost her home and was put to the PNE, I believe. And so there are many, many stories to be told, much to be done, but so much honor for us to have Joy Kogawa to be our keynote speaker tonight. So I ask you to all please welcome her, Order of Canada recipient, and also recipient of the Rising Sun from the Order of Rising Sun from the Japanese government. Joy.
今日有幾個自由黨係今日我哋做呢個 motion 咧，其實咧就係要全體咁多個國會議員嘅支持噶嘛。咁樣綠黨同埋個 bloc 同埋新民主黨咧一定冇問題㗎啦。咁樣保守黨咧亦都同我哋講咧就係話，雖然佢哋係有幾個國會議員係唔支持，但係佢哋冇出聲嘅。咁樣咧，但係自由黨咧，佢哋咧就係有一部分嘅人係反對，咁樣咧據我所知咧，啲人話翻俾我聽咧，就係話Andrew Leslie嗰個 MP 咧，佢係第一個推出嚟反對嘅，咁樣然之後係跟住去到個角落嗰扎人咧，就有啲人咧就係反對，咁樣咧，因為佢一有一個人反對咧，咁我哋就成個 motion 咧就係唔可以通過噶啦嘛，咁樣其實係自由黨反對咯，咁成咗問題，點解佢哋要做呢個反對？呢個係
我聽好似我喺嗰度聽有人嗌就話。雖然有兩次係咪？
呢個我唔知道啦，咁樣就嚇。
我記得又係，因為你3點10分講完就嗰啲人係就喺度即係投。
哦，唔係，嗰啲係投第二啲票嘅，係投第二啲票嘅。我起身一講完咧，佢就已經立即咧就係投票㗎啦。咁樣咧就據我所知咧，就係自由黨咧，佢哋有幾個推動出嚟係反對嘅。咁樣所以
即係如果即係你第3次即係3點5分3點10分，
我諗
3點10分。你講咗，只要冇人反對就應該通過。
冇錯啦，咁樣佢反對一有聲音反對，就係嗰個 Andrew Leslie， 據我所知自由黨嘅人，佢做反對，佢一講反對，然之後又有幾把聲喺第二度出嚟，就係跟住佢嗰個角落。咁樣其實咧，雖然保守黨話佢哋其實唔係個個支持我呢個推動嘅，但係佢哋冇出聲。但係自由黨咧，佢哋咧就係有人反對，有一個人反對咧，咁樣咧你就成個嘢冧咗。
保守黨應該冇人反對啦，我保守黨啦，
係，我都係啊！我今日 show 咗俾佢哋睇啊，咁樣所以我話你哋應該係唔會反對嘅喎，咁樣佢哋同我哋講，係佢依家同我講話係冇反對，係佢哋冇出聲。
咁係咪 Liberal 揾到有一片一個人邊個先
Andrew Leslie， 然之後咧跟住佢嘅角落嗰度有啲人，因為保守黨佢哋咧唔係個話係支持嘅，但係因為佢哋冇出聲咧，咁咪就等於冇反對啦。但係咧自由黨咧就有人出聲反對 Andrew Leslie。
我覺得佢哋係等自由黨，佢哋唔出聲佢先出聲，佢出聲佢就唔出聲啦嘛，唔需要啦嘛。
舊年12
冇出聲喎，係 Andrew Leslie 反對。
9號喺乜紀念欄邊 大集嗰時咧，央視訪問咗 NJ 書嘅視頻，我都放喺網度。
你今日嗰個程序咧 very good，你 make 咗個 statement 啊。咁第二次我就知道你就問 Prime Minister yes 定 no， 咁佢唔答你係 reconciliation 要 OK， 好啦，呢個唔應該忘記，佢唔應該忘記就要 reconciliation。咁你第三次你就 motion 啦，你 motion 嗰個咧嗰個程序上係咪叫 voice？
係個 voice vote 嚟嘅，
咁你就 propose 咗個 motion 係 unanimous 啊嘛，所以如果佢哋唔出聲就過㗎啦嘛。好啦，咁就有人出咗聲，所以就過唔到。而且佢哋
講嗰個 Andrew Leslie 出咗聲，
同埋保守黨唔需要出聲，因為佢哋等。如果自由黨有人出聲，佢已經唔使出聲。如果佢哋自由黨唔出聲，有冇可能係保守黨出聲咧？唔知。
唔係喎，但係唔係喎，而家係自由黨佢哋反對喎，而因為佢哋反對咗，我哋要督啊 Andrew Leslie 出嚟。係咁樣，其實咧嗱，可以如果你可以說服到自由黨 Andrew Leslie 唔再反對，我可以再次喺議國會度再提呢個 motion 出嚟。
咁就要全部隊全面訪問。
倒佢哋啦，真係要懟佢哋啦！
全部訪問啊 Andrew Leslie 點解你會反對？
係啊
Andrew Leslie
Ontario
我要睇翻佢應該係 Ontario。
另外咧，佢係 military background 㗎嘛，咁有乜可能你作為一個 military background 嘅民選議員，你可以話有呢啲 atrocity 又由得佢過嘅咧？呢個就要啄佢呢樣嘢啦。
一個反對都唔得㗎，係嘛？
一個反對都唔得。
睇問你會唔會講呢
個
啲嘢？
會。咁你有乜理由？你作為一個軍事背景嘅人，你為乜嘢而加拿大軍人犧牲為乜嘢？就係和平同正義。點解你會肯俾呢樣嘢過而去反對咧？呢個就要啄佢呢個 point。
係啊，我哋要問清楚啫。今日係撐啲，因為靜咗好耐㗎，我就以為哇冇人，即係我以為通過㗎啦。咁樣咧，突然間有一把聲整咗出嚟，一整咗出嚟咧，喺嗰度嗰個角落嗰度，嗰啲聲咧就有都有幾把出嚟講。咁樣就
覺得你呢個高橋，因為快刀斬亂麻。我而家 unanimous， 你哋出唔出聲？因為
佢唔出聲，我哋就得咗㗎啦。
同埋佢好日，佢 statement 之後，佢就問 Prime Minister 唔答啦嘛，唔答咪再出。
答咗
reconciliation， 佢冇答 yes，
佢
要求 yes and no， 佢要求 yes and no
啫，揸句啫。佢個 spirit 已經喺度㗎啦。
有冇？OK 呢個。
唔係咁樣，所以咧就即係如果譬如自由黨咧，佢哋係唔會反對啦，咁樣根本係我哋可以再通過到嘅。咁樣我亦都咧，如果佢哋日後唔會反對，我可以再翻去國會嗰度，再提一個 motion 出嚟。咁樣就同保守黨講
我哋揾人 protest。
唔係啊，我哋真係，我真係好唔明，你講呢個係咩事先？講翻以前81年前殺害咁多人呢啲咁樣嘅 atrocity， 我哋係國會應做嘅嘢嚟㗎嘛。
總理都話不能忘記啊嘛。
係咯。
咁你不能忘記，而家你係咪就咁不能忘記？你就唔做嘢咧？而家呢個另係另外一個要問佢個問題啦。
係。
你除咗話不能忘記，你咪就係不了了之咧？
同埋同時咧，如果總領出聲同佢哋啲 caucus 講，呢個我係唔可以忘記嘅。咁樣其實係可以做得到。如果佢出聲同佢啲 caucus 咁樣講，
定啦。
咁樣所以下一步應該係咁啦。其實講啊 Andrew Leslie 亦都要講啊總領。呢個總領佢係有權。
但係佢哋知道你今日會出呢樣嘢。
知道晒，我同佢哋講咗成年。
有冇內定話喂揾邊個人出聲咧？呢個就
我唔知道佢哋自己內定點啦。我同佢哋講咗成年，一直以嚟，舊年講嗰陣時咧，嗰個Melanie Joly 咧好樂意咁樣話係支持，話佢同我一齊合作。然之後一陣間咧，我拱你，我推你就話唔關。既然保守黨唔係個個都支持，但係佢哋係唔會出嚟反對。